that time only you need to come and disturb. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 129th Career Talk. We are live on Zoom, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you, everyone, for joining this. We have been doing this Career Talk for almost 2 years right now. Every Sunday we come, we try to answer the Career Talk Q&A. A lot of people keep asking me questions around the week about how to get into AI, what are the best things to do, especially in this region of the UAE. So today we are going to talk about one very important topic that everyone is asking us about how to understand first of all what is this agentic AI systems. Yesterday we had done a detailed session about the importance of agentic AI, and today we are going to break this event into two folds. We will be trying to take the Q&As of the community. We have some Q&As that have been coming on our Discord channel, on our LinkedIn, as well as on a WhatsApp channel. Plus we will be like going through through this particular thing a little bit deep dive for people who want to understand how does agentic AI systems work, which is a very important concept. And if you are looking for a career in this field, at least you all should have a basic understanding. We all know that agentic AI is here to stay. It's very different from chatbots like Chat GPT and all the things that we are using. But we want to go a little bit deeper about how we can learn about this and take this one step forward. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and then there are a lot of familiar faces on LinkedIn. Thank you. We have a lot of people joining us from LinkedIn. So thank you for that. And please, two things before I start my session is the questions that are there. I will not be able to answer individual questions on the chat. For that is the reason why we have created a Slido link. Let me put the Slido link for people who are in Zoom. You can also use this link to ask your questions, as well as people who are on LinkedIn, as well as on YouTube and Twitter. The team is also putting it on the comments. So please use this to ask any questions that you have regarding this topic. If I will try to do my best to answer the questions here. If not, I'll be doing a recording and I will be sharing you the answers of that questions. But keep it relevant to career, keep it relevant more to the topic of the day so that I'm able to cover it in this session. So just give me a second. I'm putting it in all the specific groups that are there on our Twitter as well as on our YouTube as well. So just give me 1 second to do that. Yes. So thank you for joining. Just put one if all of us are able to hear me clearly on LinkedIn as well. Just put one and put the city from where you have joined in the comments on LinkedIn, YouTube, and whichever channels that you are joining from. That will be amazing so that I get to know, because we are a global community based out of the UAE. So we get people, we have someone from Mexico, someone from Saudi, someone from Abu Dhabi. So that is amazing to get a very good understanding of a community. So we are not only a Dubai based community, even though we do a lot of physical events in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, but we are a global community, and that is what is important. We learn from everyone from different parts of the world as well. So let me quickly share my screen, and that's it. And I will try to answer all the questions from the Slido as well. So let me share my screen and then we will take it further. So just put one if people are able to see my screen. Great. So yesterday we discussed about agentic AI systems. We have all played around chatbots. We have all asked questions. Every day we are asking questions to Chat GPT or any other tool. We ask a question, we get an answer, and it can be anything: creating content, doing some research, doing some specific use cases that are there. But today we are going to try to understand a little bit deeper about agentic AI, because this is very important. We want to go beyond simple interactions and get more detailed into how does agentic AI work, and towards building AI that is truly autonomous. And we have been talking about agents for some time, but agents are very good that can take on complex projects and see it through all by itself. And today we will break down what makes an agent different from chatbots. We had done a whole session yesterday. You can look at the recording if you are part of the AI Guild and AI Residency. And the pieces that make an agent tick. We all know that agent is autonomous, but how does it work? Today we are going to get deeper into that. We are going to look at different ways to build these agents. What are the different ways to do that? What are the simple use cases or the tough ones? We will look in all those things as well. And we will look at a real world example of an agent in action. And for all the people, because this is a career talk, a roadmap to for start building your own agentic AI system. So let us try to dive in. So these are some of the things that we are going to do. As I mentioned, we are going to talk about these 5 topics. And first, we need to understand what is the core difference between a chatbot and an agent. So the one very, very simple example that I tell people that a chatbot is very transactional. You ask it a question, it gives you a response, whereas an agent is more goal oriented, it is continuous loops, and it is very, very proactive. And at first glance, a chatbot and agent look very, very same. An agent can also do a work of a chatbot, but the difference is huge. It comes down to one key idea: shifting from just reacting to being truly proactive. And while a chatbot is very, very transactional, like suppose you take a vending machine wherein you put a prompt, you get one response back, and the conversation is over. But an agent gets a mission. It's not just answering a question. It You give it a goal, it start working towards it. And yesterday we discussed a lot of the things about it. It plans, it acts, and it keeps pushing towards that goal. And the most important thing, it learns and adapts step after step, and it's a whole different ball game. So this is something that it goes again and again, it iterates. uh, if it hits a roadblock, it finds a different way of doing things and then goes to the goal as such. So this is what a difference between chatbot and an agent is, and we have discussed this in details in our previous master classes as well. Now let us go deeper into agentic AI. The two things are very, very important. Autonomous, this is something that is there. It tries to do things by itself. This is a diagrammatic um, showing how it works. First, there are 3 things that are very, very important, which we will look at in the next slide. There are some comments coming for the Zoom link on the LinkedIn and YouTube. So just give me 1 second. So people, for some of you who are asking about the Zoom link. Many of you are joining from LinkedIn and YouTube, are not a part of the Zoom link. The team forgot to update the details on the meetup link of the Zoom. But if you are part of our WhatsApp group, we have just updated the link in the WhatsApp group. And if you want to join the Zoom link, let me also put this particular thing, the particular link of the Zoom, if you want to join on Zoom and if you want to be a little bit proactive. But I will be trying to answer your questions as well on LinkedIn as well. But if you want to join, I am also sharing the link here in the comments. If you are willing to join the Zoom link live, you can do that as well, and take it forward, because there is a little bit lag in LinkedIn, but that is not an issue. So just give me 1 second, and okay, so let me share my screen again. So if you can join the link if you are willing to join, or else we can do it. So now let me talk about this. So I was talking about this particular thing. So this is the map. This is, if you can see, there is a perceive. Perceive is it's a cycle wherein when you talk about agentic AI, these are the 4-step loop that are there. We have perceive. We'll talk all about it in details. We have reason and plan. Then we have act. And then we have learn. Learn is a very, very important component. So agentic AI is defined by this continuous loop that you are seeing right now. Keep this in mind. Take a screenshot for whatever people are available. You will be able to deep dive in. It allows an agent to take a simple high level goal and turn it into a finished complex project. Think of it, this loop, like a four stroke engine that just keeps running. And this, if you understand this, you will understand a very good understanding about how agentic AI system works. Every section is a chapter on its own, but we will try to answer most of it in today's 40 minutes talk. The first one is perceive. The agent takes in the information. It gets all the information from APIs, documents, or whatever is necessary. So perceive is it takes in data, it ingests data. So just remember this in the, if you talk about retrieval augmented generation, this is the retrieval part. Retrieval means getting the information, understanding the information, and then giving the source about it. Then we have the reason and plan. Right, the reason and plan is very, very important step. This is where things gets broken down step by step, and the big goal that is there is broken down into different components, and then things are moving further. So this is all the multi-agentic systems like crew AI, agno, autogen. They take a bigger problem, break it down into smaller chunks, and then works towards it. The third one is act. It calls on its tools, it executes code, it connects to the APIs, it gets the information. So this is what act does. So reason and plan uses lot of LLM capability, but act uses the different capability of getting the information and gathering it and then summarizing it for our answer. And the most important part, what sets agentic AI systems apart, is learn. Learn is, this is a magic part. It looks at the results of its actions and updates its own understanding, gets smarter for the next go round because the iterations keep happening. This is the brain of the network. Think about this whole system as the brain which is iterating until it feels that the answer that it is getting is not good enough, and it keeps doing that. It keeps learning. If there is any roadblock, it looks at different options. Yesterday I was telling an example of the airline booking. If Skyscanner is down, it is going to look for Google search or any other specific things that are there to take it further. So this is the four. One thing that you want to take away from this whole session is, if you understand these four building blocks, or I can say four stroke engine of agentic AI: perceive, reason and plan, act and learn, and this iteration keeps happening until the output is good. And how the output is good, the LLM compares the final output with the current output that is there. So this is something that all of you need to learn and understand in whatever role you are. So I can see a lot of people here who are in business, some people are students. So this is a one of the very new skills that are there right now, which is something very important. It is a building block towards your building autonomous agentic AI systems in whatever use cases that you are working. And now we want to go back in, look into a specific agentic AI system. What is an anatomy? What are some of the building blocks? So what we have discussed in the last masterclass, that there were three building blocks. Today we want to go deeper into that. But before that, I will just take a pause. If there are any questions, you can put it on the Slido link, and then we can take it further. I can see Mr. Manikam is asking about the WhatsApp link. So the WhatsApp link of the community is, let me stop sharing for 1 minute. So I can see, let me give the Slido link of our platform, and I can see a lot of familiar faces on LinkedIn, YouTube, and other platforms. So thank you for that and joining us. So please keep your questions on the Slido. And for people, yeah, who are asking, there are some questions that are coming from Slido. Let me just try to see if I can answer them right now. And let me also give the Slido link on the chat. And the WhatsApp community is on our nas.io. This is the only way to join the WhatsApp community. It's an app where you just need, it's a free community, it's a free WhatsApp group that you need to join, but you need to go through this. I cannot directly add you to the WhatsApp group because there is a bot that looks into the information and fixes things up. So cool. Okay. So there is there is a question from Vanessa regarding very specific use case of children with neurodivergence. So this is not my domain expertise, so I will not be able to answer very specific domain knowledge about medical thing. But you need to do your research. Whatever I'm trying to tell today about agentic AI systems, try to understand it. This is the technical part of it, and then you need to consult someone from the domain, and then you need to take it further. So try first step is to understand the question about the how agentic AI works, what are the different processes. So and then we will be able to take some domain knowledge. So you need to talk to someone who understands neurodivergence, autism. What are the data points? What are some of the things that you look at, analyze, which I cannot comment anything because that is not my expertise of domain. What I am trying to tell you here is how agentic AI system works. What are the process of designing a framework? And then you need to take this framework with the help of some domain expert, try to see what are the data points in your use cases that you are working with, the working with a doctor or working with any medical professional, because this is a very sensitive thing. I cannot comment on anything which I am not sure of. So just let me continue the whole process of agentic AI systems. Look at our recordings in our AI guild community that we have done couple of workshops on this. First step is to understand about how the systems work, what are the available data that will come from your domain expertise that is there, how can you can tweak in this data, and how you can build use cases that are there for this. So someone is asking another question about this. When I talked about AI residency, what is AI residency here? So I will talk a little bit more about this later. So in this is a community call. This call is a part of the career talk. We have a three things that we do in our community, or you can say in our business. Is one is our advisory, our consulting that we do. That also includes understanding the business problem and trying to say which AI tool can help you or which AI frameworks can help you solve that problem, build a simple POC or MVP for that. That is our advisory services. The second thing that we do is we do our academy. When I say academy, we do our workshops, we do our trainings, and the third is the community that puts everything together, that bridges everything together, because a lot of people they want to learn about AI, like people who are from the medical field, people who are from the marketing field, but they need a platform to learn this concept, because end of the day it is not just about using tools, it is about learning concepts. So that is the reason why we have majorly two things in our community that is there for people who are serious to take people who are serious to go through a program. So this is our main program that we run. This is our AI residency. Someone is asking this question in Slido about this. So this is our 6 months, 20 weeks program. You can go to this website. I will share this website on the chat. You can go through this website. You can go through the details about the different. We have 20 master classes wherein we go starting from basic Python, because end of the day you want to do agentic AI systems and automation, but before to get to that step you need to go through various roadblocks and various milestones. So what we try to do in AI residency, we cover these things step by step in our master classes. We have a proper LMS platform for this particular program, where we have all the recordings, everything in a proper LMS, a learning management system platform that we have built. And this is for people who are serious and who want to take one step further to learn these new skills and apply in whatever work that they have. The second thing that we have, other than this career talk is free for people to attend on our platforms that are there on our social media, on our Zoom. Free to attend, where I try to answer as many questions as possible. And the recording of these things are there. We have another community called AI Guild Community. I will share both the links on the chat for everyone. So this is where we have all the recordings, like people who want to go deeper into this, they can go into this particular thing and understand. Like today's recording is also going to be put here. If you go to our products, you go to our digital files, uh, everything that we do, we try to put it here. Like all our workshops, all our recordings, everything with uh, small short courses of agentic AI systems, like the one that I showed yesterday to all of you, wherein we have 33 videos which are very specific to agentic AI, understanding the whole ecosystem and then taking it further. So these are some things about our ecosystem. Now let us go back. I hope I answered your questions. Now keep your questions coming in. I will try to take some more questions later on. But my whole purpose of this is, first you need to learn about how these things work. After that, you need to tweak in what you are doing for your specific use case. So let me share my screen again, and let me, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Manikam Ahmed, everyone, for your questions. Stay tuned. Keep your questions coming on the chat. We will try to answer it later on as well. So this is, think about this autonomy, anatomy of an AI agent. What I mean by that, if I break down an AI agent, what are the things that we need to take at? I give a very simple example of a digital project manager who is responsible to do a project of with three important components: the brain, the memory, and the tools that they are required to do that specific thing. So this is one very simple use case that I tell people. Just have in your mind that uh, an AI agent is like a digital project manager. It takes a goal that he gets it from his senior or leadership. He breaks it down into small tasks, and then he acts on it using different tools that is there. So if the loop is the engine, it looks at the gears and pistons inside, and the actual component of it, these are the components that are there. And forget the complex code for a second. uh, right now, just think about it like it gets a high level goal, figure out the steps, pulls in the resources that are required to do those goals, and make sure that it gets the job done. That is the goal, and it thinks about working towards it to get the work done. And every digital project manager that is there is built from these three components: the brain, the memory, and the tools that it is using to get it done. So this is the whole. If I go deeper into the building blocks, these are the three things that are very important: the brain, that is the LLM, the LLM component that reasons and spits out the plan. Then we have the act, the tools that is required, a set of APIs that allow the agent to connect to other softwares and take the real action that is there. And the third is the memory. This is very important, right? How will a person remember? How will an agent remember historical conversation? It keeps track of everything it has and manages the entire workflow. Just put one, if everyone is clear with these three operating cycles or the three core components of an agent. Awesome. So first thing is the reasoning and the planning engine. This is the one of the most important thing that is there. This is the core. The core, usually it can be an LLM, it can be GPT 3. Yesterday in one of our master classes, we even took an older LLM that also does a very good job. This is the cognitive core, usually an LLM that breaks down the problem, plans the steps, and chooses the action. Now, what is the simple difference between this a script and a problem solving capability? Because if you have a coding language, it is able to do the goal, but if there is a roadblock, a stone on the way, then it is not able to do it. So just think about this the LLM, the brain. which is the reasoning and the planning engine. It is the cognitive core of the whole operations. Usually, this is a real powerful LLM. It is the job of this is to be the strategist. It takes that big fuzzy goal and turns it into a concrete step by step action plan. And this is very, very important. LLMs have the good context of everything in the world, so it gets a very good understanding how to break it down, how it has learned from previous problems like this. And this part is crucially very important. What is the next big move that is going to happen? This is vital because the real world isn't a neat tidy script. Things go wrong, a simple script breaks, as you can see on the left. But the second something unexpected happens, like some roadblock is there, like I gave an example. Suppose for the schedule booking of your flight, Skyscanner is down. So it does not mean that the script gives an error and it does not work. It looks into another option and starts working towards it. The reasoning engine lets the agent problem solve, and it can think on its feet, navigate the fuzzy instruction, and find the next way forward when it hits a wall. And this is a difference between a tool and a true partner that is there. So this is the difference between understanding the difference between just a simple programming language or a simple script and an actual agent, that if there is a roadblock, it has the ability to look at different options to do that problem solving, and then focuses is on the other part that is there, right? So this is the most important thing that is there regarding the tool. Now one so the second and the most important thing that is also other than the tool is the memory. So let me quickly talk about memory as well. So memory, yes, there are some questions coming on LinkedIn. I request you to please put your questions on Slido. We will be opening the Q&A again in to 10 minutes, and then I will try to answer as many questions as possible. So please put it on Slido. It is very tough to look at all the comments, but the team is monitoring the YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter handles as well. But if you can put your question on Slido or put it on the comments, I will, when I do the Q&A after finishing the Slido, I will try to answer every one of your question that is there. Some of you are asking the slides, how to get the copy of the slide. This copy of the slide is only available for our AI residents and our AI guild. If you want to capture something that you feel is important, you can take a screenshot, but don't publicly share it as well. So now coming to this particular thing about the memory. Memory is a very, very important concept because we have two types of memory. We have the short term memory and the long term memory. Short term memory is like for the a transient period, the memory that is there, that is getting stored. And the long term memory is where we have vector databases, history, and user preferences, that everything is stored in a proper way. Any good project manager must remember what is going on, and an agent is no different. These are the two important memories everyone should have in the mind. Short-term memory is a confusing topic, but just think about short-term memory as the current session, like a scratch pad for the current task it's working on, which is very, very current. But when I go about long-term memory, think about it of remembering the past projects, user preferences, and overall history. This is absolutely crucial. Imagine having to re-explain a project from the very beginning every time you talk to your manager. That is an agent without a memory. So every one of you don't want to do this, so you need to have this memory component inbuilt very well. And one more example I want to think about, and this is relatable to everyone watching me on this workshop, is customer support. Suppose you call a customer support. Instead of repeating your issue to five different people when you call them, an agent with memory pulls up your file and instantly knows your entire history. It gets the context and making the experience helpful and fast. So these are some of the things that are very, very important that we need to understand. And the third most important thing is the tools. So for the tools that are there, for the tools and action layer, this what is there. This is, suppose you need to connect, as I gave an example of the APIs. You need to connect to Skyscanner and get information about the latest flights that are available. You want to go to search and you want to get different information from the web browser and all those things. So this third component is very important. And as we speak, these agents are now connected to so many applications through APIs, and this is helping developers and builders connect these agents with the different applications and get their work done. So three things I will repeat again that are there: the reason, the action, and the memory, which we discussed here in details. And memory is also very ignored topic, but everyone should give importance to the memory, because if there is no memory, then the output is going to get little bit bad. Now, about architecture, right? Like, there are so many architectures available. You don't need to have complicated architecture for simple use cases. So it starts with a single agent. You can have a single agent. You can have a manager agent that delegates to specialized workers, or you can have a planner executive duo that is there. So which is working together as well. So this particular example, if the problem is very simple, then we will have single agent. If it is simple to build, uh, and but if there is complexity, then you need to think about multi agents that are there. And these are some of the use cases that I just told you. These are some of the different advanced patterns that you can take, and according to the use case that is there. If it is a simple use case, you can have single agent, multiple agent, manager, and delegate that delegates tasks to specialized agents to take it further and step by step. Now, let us take one simple example of an end-to-end workflow and take it further. Now, let me take a pause. I'm getting some pings on LinkedIn and YouTube about the previous recordings and everything. So I request people to focus on this session. And if you want recordings, it is available in AI Guild and AI Residency. And I showed earlier, I can repeat it as well. So let me share the Slido link again. So Ahmed is asking this question: how to learn agentic AI? So Ahmed, how to learn agentic AI? The roadmap, I'm going to talk in the end about this as well. I'm going to talk about the roadmap of learning about agentic AI, because for some of you who already know these topics, this may be a little bit easy. This is just a refresher session, but for someone who is new to this topic, right? You need to understand there are few things that you need to do beforehand to take it further, because it is not that straightforward. You need to understand about how LLM works. So as I was sharing you earlier, if you were there, if you attended the session before, uh, I talked about this particular concept. You can't directly dive into agentic AI. If you are new to the field of coding, AI, data science, then I will not suggest you to directly jump into agentic AI. First, you need to get a good understanding how about the Python, because that is the language of communication. Then you need to understand APIs, because I'm using APIs a lot in today's session as well. But if you don't understand how API works, how you send a request and you get a response, it can be any domain. It can be health domain, as some of you are working here on the health domain, on the specific use cases, marketing use cases, or finance use cases. If you don't understand the data, how to get information from the data, then these things will not be make sense with you. How LLM works, because LLM is reasoning here. Like, LLM is the brain of this. If you don't understand how the brain is working, how LLM is working, what are some of the configurations of the LLMs, like temperature and other things, then these things will not work. I talked about memory. How are you saving things in vector databases? How you're using RAG? How you are saving all this information? And if you don't understand that, then you will not be able to get into the agentic AI systems. Then the evaluations, how you are testing your apps, how is your apps working, what are some of the frameworks that you are using. AI security and safety, especially in agentic AI, it is very important. How to secure your applications, how to check if there is no LLM injection, prompt injection that is going on. So all these things are very, very important. So you cannot just directly jump into agentic AI. And for some of you, these topics may be advanced. So if you don't understand these things, I request you, if you don't want to go through this program, this is a cohort-based program. You can look into AI Guild, wherein there is lot of recordings for you. I'm not sure, Ahmed, if you're there on LinkedIn or if you're there on YouTube. Let me put this on all the platforms so you can look at this as well and then take it further, because there is no shortcuts. Today's session is more about awareness about these things, but if you really want to get deeper, you need to go through the whole step of understanding these things and connecting it. People think that it is a shortcut. You just need to, look at some YouTube videos or some, tutorials, and then you understand these concepts. That is not the case. If that was the case, everyone would be an AI expert and an agentic AI developer by now. But the main thing is how you connect everything, how you learn everything. Thank you all for joining. I can see a lot of people on LinkedIn and YouTube on a Sunday. We have been doing this for almost 2 years. So thank you everyone for joining these type of calls and learning, having the motivation on a Sunday afternoon to listen to us. And this is just a call wherein I try to answer your questions that are there. One very other question that I get here, also this question is coming on Slido regularly, is because we are a UAE based community. We get a lot of questions about how to get a job, especially in this region, right? And this is one question that we are getting as well, because this is a career talk. Learning and everything is good, but how to actually get a job? Because end of the day, getting a job is goal of many of the people here. Some of you want to do your startup, want to do your solutioning and all those things, that is good. But many people ask me this question, and we have one more question coming in. I'm not sure he has not. I request people, when you're putting your questions, please put your name as well on the Slido, so I can even address you and get to you later as well. So if you just put anonymous, but this is a very, very common question that I keep getting asking in community meetups, in Slido, as well in Discord, in WhatsApp. So two things are very important, and I've answered this on the YouTube video as well that I just made for this Q&A last week. Is you need to first learn the skills, like what I'm telling you right now. At least you should learn the skills of agentic AI, the four core components of agentic AI. What are the steps of agentic AI? How to ensure the memory is working? How to ensure security is there? How to ensure we connect different apps, APIs, how things work together, how LLMs are working. That is the skill part, right? All of us, you need to build the skill part. You need to understand how you are having the skill component of whatever you are doing. The next step is the next step is visibility. How you are showing your skills, making a proper resume, making a proper LinkedIn, making a proper GitHub profile, sharing your work on LinkedIn, connecting to the hiring managers on LinkedIn. I have created a post about the top companies that are hiring in UAE. So the blog is there. If you go to decodingdatascience.com, if you go to the blog section, that is something that I have put. I keep updating it every quarter. So these are some of the new companies that are hiring. Follow them on LinkedIn, see what they are doing, connect to their hiring manager. So it's a step. So this is a step that you need to do. There is no shortcuts. Searching and getting into a good job as of now is very, very difficult. So you need to have a plan. I always tell the people who ask me this question that it is not a short plan, it is a long term plan that you need to make. Take the help of coaches like me or someone else that you're comfortable with, and try to make a plan and then go ahead. The thing is, everyone thinks it is a shortcut that you just apply on LinkedIn. Applying on LinkedIn will never help, because there are thousands of people applying on LinkedIn directly. You need to connect to the hiring managers properly. In our community, we have a Discord channel where the team puts in referrals keep on putting a referral in our Discord channel, wherein any new opening that is coming, that the some hiring manager asks us that you have anyone in the community. So the Discord is something that we put in, and the chances of you, if you are applying to that, are higher as well, compared to just randomly applying on LinkedIn. And also, when you're applying for jobs, make sure that you are apt for that role, you have all the skills for that role to take it further. So this is something that I hope I try to answer this question to all of you. But the answer is, there is no shortcut. Talk to a mentor, create a plan, and get it going. And right now, the second thing that I tell people is, still, if you are searching for a role, try also to build your profile, your portfolio on the side, by doing projects, by doing open source projects, by building some use cases that are there. Don't wait for companies to give you work. Try to build something on your own and then take it further. That is the only thing. There is no shortcuts. There is no one answer that fits everyone. But this is the general thing that I say: building your skills, and then making sure you're visible enough, and how you apply. Because randomly applying on career on Monster or on Indeed or on LinkedIn will not help you at all. And this is what we are seeing. So now let me just summarize everything. So we have a lot of slides to talk about, but let me just try to summarize today's session here about the this use case that is there, that we want to talk about this. The use case that we want to talk about is about this support ticket, this reviews, because a lot of companies, they have an issue with understanding their support tickets that are there, and answering to the customer at a very proper manner. So this is a step by step thing that we want to look at. Uh, we are asking our agent to handle a classic tedious task: review this week's support tickets, group them by issue, draft a summary plus the action items for the team meetings. The agent does the whole thing. First, what it does, interprets the goal. The goal is to summarize everything and create an action plan. Then it perceives, it uses its database, tools, API calls, JSON files, and all those things to grab all the support tickets that is connected to this ecosystem. Then the LLM, the brain, kicks in. The reasoning engine creates a smart multi-step plan of how this has to be done. What are the groupings? Like, suppose some tickets are regarding the access, the password resets, whatever it is. Try to club them everything together, and then the action part, it calls it tools one by one, executes that plan, and saving the result into the memory that has been there. And then it it refines its own work, uses a feedback loop to self critique the draft summary that is there. It iterates until it feels that the answer is good enough, and finally it delivers a polished report. So the whole system, the brain, memory, hand, and core loops, all are working together like a well-oiled machine, and finally it gives us a very good detailed output about the tickets, about the action plan, and about the steps as well. And this can be done regularly for MOMs meetings before the week starts. And this is this very good use case that is there. So this is the whole breakdown of the steps that I just told you: interpret goal, perceive data, build the plan, act and update, refine and evaluate, and then deliver the final polished report and action items that are there week on week. So now all of us here are asking, many of you like Ahmed and others are asking about the roadmap of how to, what is an agent builder's roadmap that he needs to follow. So what are the things that he needs to do? First, I will tell it. There is a four-step linear progression that all of you need to follow. First is the foundations. If you don't have good information of foundations, then you will not be able to do anything what I am saying right now. The second thing is understanding about the the memory part, because this is the most confusing part when you talk about the vector databases, embeddings, and all. You need to spend some time on that. Understand about the APIs that are there, and then understand about how the orchestration happens. So, four step path by path, I will just repeat again. First is start with foundations, master how LLM works and how to design great prompt. So, prompt engineering comes into the picture. Second is build on memory, focus on vector databases and on retrieval augmented generation, because that is what uh, uh, m- works to enhance the memory of your agents. Try to understand when I talk about give your agents the different hands or different accesses to different tools. Get proficient with APIs, JSON, and other tools. More you know, the better it is. And then try to understand how does orchestration work. Become the manager. Learn how to use orchestration frameworks like Crew AI, Agno, or Autogen to put in all together, while always keeping an eye on evaluation and safety measure. So this is something that is very, very, very important. And this is a big takeaway that I want all of you to give, that agentic AI is a little bit advanced topic. It is much better than chatbot. It is a completely different way of thinking about our relationship with technology. We are moving away from building tools we manually operate, and we are designing autonomous partners that we can collaborate with. It is the difference between giving a command and actually assigning a mission. And the technology to build these digital project managers is here right now as we speak. It is a very important part of our AI residency and our AI guild as well. And all of you need to understand the parts, and we have given you the blueprints. And the thing is how you start getting it going. So be part of our community, learn all these aspects, and then start focusing on just building simple applications to building autonomous systems which understands and are able to connect to the ecosystem. So now I will just take a pause, everyone, and there are some questions coming on Slido. The team will try to answer everything on the if not answered on the Q&A. Be part of our community. If you are not part of our WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group at nas.io/artificial intelligence, and I will share the link again. And join our yeah, someone is asking when is the next challenge and hackathon going to happen. So every quarter we do challenges and hackathons, so the details will be there on the WhatsApp group. We just need to partner with the community event partner or any sponsor that we get. But we have a free challenge that is happening right now for people who want to understand our ecosystem, our community, and to look to see where they are standing. So we have created a free always on challenge that is there within the community. So I will share this link on all the platforms. Look at this challenge and prepare yourself for the next live challenge, sponsored challenge by our partners that are there. And this I'm sharing this challenge so you get an idea how to do challenges and then take it further. And one person is asking question, when is the next event that you are going to be at? So the next event we have partnered with yesterday is the Global AI Show. This event is in Abu Dhabi. So this, let me just share my screen to everyone. So two things that I wanted to, yeah, this is not in Dubai. This is in Abu Dhabi. And as you know, we are a UAE based community, so we keep doing events in Abu Dhabi as well. So this is the event that is there. And if you guys are not following our community page, uh, all our updates happen on our LinkedIn page. If you can see this, we have a group here. So if you are not following this group, I request you to follow this group. The team keeps updating all the information here regarding our event. So this is the event that we are having. The details of this is in this page. If you want to be part of this, you want free passes, you can do that as well. I'm sharing this link on different platforms as let me also put it on YouTube. And the second thing was this challenge that I was talking about. So this is that always on challenge. We have around 167 people doing this challenge right now. Many of them have completed it, and this will give you access to 11 checkpoints, which will give you a lot of information and free content that is available. So these are some of the things that are there. If I have missed anything, please put it on the Slido link as well. The team will monitor it, and try to answer all the questions. Thank you all for being an amazing audience on a Sunday afternoon. And thank you for all your time and all your amazing questions that you have asked. And see you in the next event that we are doing. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.